Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most heart-wrenching moments in cinematic history. A scene that has haunted our childhoods for decades. We're talking about the day Simba fell, but we're going to look at it from a perspective we rarely consider. Through the eyes of Scar. What was going through his mind? What was the promise he made to himself? And how did he justify the ultimate betrayal? Let's set the scene. The Pride Lands are a kingdom of balance, ruled by the just and mighty Mufasa. His brother, Scar, lives in the shadows, consumed by jealousy and a thirst for power. From the very beginning, Scar sees Simba not as a nephew, but as an obstacle. The new prince represents everything Scar has been denied. The throne, the respect, the future. This isn't just sibling rivalry, it's a deep-seated resentment that has festered for years. Scar's promise wasn't made on the day Mufasa died. It was a silent vow he made to himself long before. A promise that he, by wit and by force, would one day claim what he believed was rightfully his. He saw Mufasa's reign not as just, but as a performance of brute strength over intellectual superiority. In his own twisted mind, Scar believed he was the rightful heir, the one with the brains to truly lead. He probably told himself that Mufasa was too sentimental, too bound by the circle of life. A philosophy Scar openly mocked. The plan to eliminate both Mufasa and Simba was diabolical genius. It wasn't a crime of passion, it was a carefully orchestrated plot. The wildebeest stampede was the perfect weapon, chaotic, untraceable, and powerful enough to take down even a king. Scar lures Simba into the gorge with a lie, a promise of a surprise from his father. This manipulation of a child's trust is the first layer of his depravity. He's not just targeting his brother, he's weaponizing his nephew's innocence against him. Think about that moment. Scar is perched on the cliff, watching the chaos unfold. He sees Mufasa, a symbol of everything he despises, fighting desperately to save his son. Does Scar feel a flicker of doubt? A pang of familial love? I don't think so. At this point, his promise to himself has consumed him. Every beat of the stampede is a drumbeat, marching him closer to the throne. He is the puppet master, and everything is going according to plan. When Mufasa is clinging to the cliff edge, begging his brother for help, we get that iconic, chilling line. Long live the king. This isn't just a farewell. It's a declaration. It's the moment Scar's internal promise becomes an external reality. He's not just killing Mufasa. He's killing an era. He's shattering the old world to build his own. The look in his eyes is one of cold, calculated triumph. He has waited his entire life for this. Now, let's talk about Simba. After Mufasa falls, Scar finds the terrified cub next to his father's body. This is where Scar's cruelty reaches its peak. He could have just killed Simba right there, but that's not his style. It's not enough to win. He has to utterly destroy his enemies, mentally and emotionally. He twists the narrative, convincing Simba that the entire tragedy is his fault. If it weren't for you, he'd still be alive, he whispers. This is psychological warfare. He's planting a seed of guilt and shame that will haunt Simba for years. By telling Simba to run away and never return, Scar is achieving two things. First, he avoids getting his own paws dirty with the final act, maintaining a twisted sense of plausible deniability. Second, and more importantly, he exiles the true king, ensuring there's no one left to challenge his claim. He even sends his hyena henchmen to finish the job, covering all his bases. He believes he has won, that his promise has been fulfilled. The throne is his. But here's the irony. Scar's promise was built on a foundation of lies and destruction, and that is exactly what his reign becomes. He promised himself a glorious kingdom, but his actions lead the Pride Lands to ruin. The balance Mufasa worked so hard to maintain is destroyed. The land withers, the herds move on, and the kingdom starves under his tyrannical rule. Scar got the power he craved, but he had no idea how to wield it for anything other than his own selfish gain. The day Simba fell was not just the day a king died, it was the day a kingdom began to crumble. Scar's promise was a selfish one, born from bitterness and ego. He believed he was destined for greatness, but he only brought desolation. He saw himself as the intelligent, deserving ruler. But in reality, he was just a destructive force, incapable of building anything that could last. And that's the ultimate tragedy of Scar. He achieved his life's ambition, only to find it was hollow. He sat on the throne, but he was never a true king. The ghost of his promise, and the ghost of his brother, haunted him until the very end. It's a powerful lesson about the nature of power, ambition, and the consequences of letting darkness consume you. What do you guys think? Was there ever a moment where Scar could have turned back? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.